every now and then, nice and full, make the batsman hit into the straight field.
Well, the stumps have done brilliantly for England there, because that was 4, I reckon. He's fully committed when he goes into the shot.
No half measures whatsoever. It's a good partnership, this. It's busy. And added 46 so far of 32. Both batsmen in now.
Yeah, just 3 dot balls in this partnership. Deep in his crease, and very, very cleverly played. That's a touch of class from Shreyas.
That's very skillful. Nice way to bring up the 50-run partnership. Knew exactly where the field was. Opened his account with a similar shot against spin. Yes, playing the waiting game.
It's a delicate shot, isn't it? When you look at him in his setup, though, Shreyas, it looks quite stiff and sort of forced, but he's got some delicate shots, and of course that immense power. Oh, ouch. Bit of extra bounce. We saw that earlier on with Jofra Archer and Josh Tongue with the new ball.
He's calling for the physio straight away. That's hurt him.
You can see the hand come off the bat, but that's after impact. T20, you're going at the ball a bit, even though he was playing it under his eyes a bit. So the hand didn't come off the bat to take any of that impact away and lessen it, just to prove that there is more bounce. Certainly compared with game 1 in Durham. Here's Hawkeye. Been a momentous day though, Rav, hasn't it, for India, whichever way this game goes.
Certainly is. It's warmed up nicely. Young man.
And then that's, if you can have a vintage shot for a 15-year-old, that's vintage Suryavanshi. Such a beautiful full swing of the bat. He'll have wanted more today personally, of course he will, but he's realised he went to young little grin. So this partnership, 51 off 34, and power to come. Tilak next. The money here for the remaining 2 balls of this over. Had a break because of that injury. Gets it in underneath Ishan Kishan. So we'll see if India's captain shows any discomfort when he hits the ball from now on in. Dawson is being told to change position. He's going to go from short fine leg to long leg. So 4 on the leg side, make that 3 now because long on is coming up. Rashid's going back to the fence at third man. This is going into the surface, I think. .118 for 2. Dawson from the Brian Statham end, bowled a couple. Previous over only went for 6 singles. Wider, thrashed over extra cover. Salt will be in the right spot to retrieve that, and the spin took it back towards him.
Yeah, so just get the feeling Shreyas Iyer is getting a little itchy now. He wants the big shot. It's an opportunity here for Dawson as well. He would be anticipating it.
He's hit that. Salt is extremely quick across the ground and will cut off the boundary, but the power he plays that shot. We saw a couple at the Riverside in the first game from Shreyas.
He's an excellent player of spin. Judges length nicely. He's good off the front or back foot, can use his feet, can play the big shot down the ground.
Pulled away leg side with the breeze, short boundary, 6.
And there's example of that. So quick to pounce on length. He's upright, so picks up this length nicely, goes right back in the crease to give himself that extra bit of time and allow him to get that elevation.
As you say, picked the length so quickly. It wasn't that short, but the extra little bit of bounce at Old Trafford allowed him to get underneath it and therefore the elevation.
Oh, get it, Dawson!
Good comeback from Dawson, who, as I said, previous over went for 6. He's gone for 11 off 4 balls here.
It's good batting this from the Indian captain in this over. In fact, he was amongst the runs in the last game, so he is in the groove. 37 now from 21, so it's a good innings, good partnership.
He was coming down the pitch quickly there, Ishan Kishan, rather telegraphed it. I think Dawson saw him coming. Ball of the 13th. High in the air, Banton is making good ground. Does he make good enough? Yeah, he does. That's a really good catch. He's made that look very easy. The hard work was done with his pace across the outfield.
Well, he gets his man. This is good bowling. He would have anticipated Shreyas Iyer playing the numbers game. He was rocking back, anticipating he might come down the track. He's just slowed it up and bowled it a little wider, making him hit into the breeze. But it's a good catch nevertheless. Kept his eyes on the ball, good technique. And a good breakthrough this for England. Dawson getting the Indian captain. Good opportunity for England to pull things back with a new man in now. Seen very often in this format, one wicket could lead to another. Shivam Dube has come to the crease. Straight away Archer brought back. Could be something on the shorter side here.
Salt's coming up from the offside boundary. Rashid's going back at fine leg now. He's only got to get half a bat on any one of these, Shivam Dube, and it's going for 6 though. It's such a short side. Quick from Archer. He sort of played the no-look hook there. Got away with one, I think.
Wasting no time in testing him with the shot. Two men dropping back now for Shivam Dube and a mid-wicket coming in place. just have another one coming.
Oh. Well, I don't think he's had much luck so far, Jofra Archer. Straight over the top of the leg stump, I fancy.
Check out the big screen for the QR code and you will take part in Hoops Boundary.
That's the extra pace and bounce that you get at Old Trafford, certainly when you're dealing with the likes of Archer. Doesn't get that one out of the middle of the bat by any stretch. So Archer's pace is just troubling Shubman Dubé at the minute.
And it's a good over so far. There's 4 runs conceded, just what you want when you've taken a wicket. You want a couple of good overs after that. That'll allow the pressure to build. It'll force Ishan Kishan to try and take that extra risk.
Luck goes the way of Ishan Kishan. Boundary to end what was a really good over from Jofra Archer. 138 for 3. Jacks returns a successful 1 over with the wicket of Suryavanshi. Into turn. Into turn.
Come on, Jacko.
It's bouncing extra as well.
More of a hint, I think. There was a bit off turn. Statement. Ball needs a haircut.
From India's point of view, they'll be looking for a big over here. They need a 15-18 run over.
Not found his timing just yet. Shubman Dubé. He did at the Riverside in Durham in game 1. Took Curran for a massive 6 out the ground.
And there is Farooq in the house with the chairman of the ICC, Jay Shah. Farooq Engineer having a stand named after him, as is Clive Lloyd. One of the earliest professionals, Clive Lloyd, Farooq Engineer for Lancashire. And both in the same area.
He's really not been getting the ball out the middle of the bat today, Shubman Dubé. He'd be expecting to hit that straight over our head here in the pod. Just that extra bit of bounce, I think he's indicating to his partner, Ishan Kishan. That's out the middle of the bat, straight in the middle of Salt's hands in the deep. Good over from Jacks, just 6 singles, 145 to go.
Into the attack at the James Anderson end.
You said get them beyond par. What do you reckon par is? Because there was a score of 300 here last time England played South Africa.
And 18, you feel with a shorter boundary and hitting with the wind in that direction, You may need more than 200. That's why they're going to hide it out there, Curran in particular.
Yeah, I think India would eye up this over with that short leg side boundary in the breeze, but they're going to have to be inventive because Curran will push it out wide. He'll vary his pace, but he's going to push that line outside the off stump as well.
But not be predictable. That's the dilemma. He knows and they know what the plan is. What's he got up his sleeve as a variation? That will be wided. That blue guideline is out there for the umpire as long as the batter doesn't move. The batter moves, the blue line and the guideline moves.
Yeah, and that's the key for Curran, because I think he will suspect or fancy or predict that the batters are going to get outside off stump to him, so he's going to really threaten that line. But on that instance, Ishan Kishan just stayed where he was.
There's been quite a bit of that from India. Very rarely do you say this, but occasionally they've tried to overhit. Often they hold their shape perfectly. Abhishek Sharma at the start tried to overhit.
I think there's just been a bit more bounce here. It's quite a quick Old Trafford surface. Even Curran, who's short and skiddy, he's getting one above the outside edge, and we've seen that on a number of occasions today. Just struggled to adjust to the extra bounce.
2 dots with the wide as well. You feel Ishan Kishan is itching to find the boundary. Meticulous with his field, Sam Curran. There is the variation. That's really good bowling. That was the surprise straight ball. Helps Curran, who often bats in this role as a finisher for England and a left-hander. He thinks like the batter the left-hander's thinking. Excellent over from Curran.
Yeah, he's constructing a good set of 6 here, Sam Curran. Early balls push wide of the off stump. The change up, slow ball, leg cutter that was into the pads. Now a shorter one, so he's keeping them thinking and not being predictable either in speeds or line and length.
And again, Shivam Dubé's really not timed it at all in the 6 deliveries he's been at the crease. Can he finish an excellent over? Just the one single to go with that wide. Extra fielder on the offside. No one at fine leg. Toe end of the bat. It's gone a long way up. It should be taken. And it is. Tom Banton with the safest of hands. That is a superb over from Sam Curran.
Such a dangerous player, Shivam Dube, and we saw all the threat up in Durham. But he just never got going here at Old Trafford. He struggled to time the ball from the off and couldn't get that slow ball from Curran anywhere near the middle of the bat. Tom Banton, another safe catch. Any high catch, a good one today with the swirling wind. Exceptional over from Curran at a critical time. 146 for 4 overs remaining.